Friends, hello and welcome back. We're gonna try something brand new today. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this one, if we can continue it or not. But we're gonna try to do a little challenge here where we can only make one trade the entire season, and the goal is to make that one trade turn a team into a Super Bowl winner. Today we're going to start off at the top with the Chicago Bears, currently rocking Khalil Mack, Allen Robinson, Patterson over there as well. Some solid players on this team. The question is, we can find that right player, that one player that can really turn around this Chicago Bears franchise. What in the heck did we just click there? Apparently if you hit Y, it brings that screen up. What was that? Oh, it was a who knew there was a gallery in franchise? Did somebody know this was a thing? Gallery. Interesting. All right then, cool. There's a gallery in franchise mode. It is only that, maybe that was the big addition this year, or like 7 years ago. Nonetheless, we are in the preseason. We do not care about the preseason. We're going to sim straight to the regular season and see what our team looks like from there. And that's going to be where it's important. We're going to have that one trade to make. I feel like, just thinking early and ahead of time here, we're going to be talking about Mitchell Trubisky. We'll take a look at his overall. I want to say he's is he mid-70s? Does he have star potential? Maybe there's a chance he can grow in this game and we can look elsewhere. But you think about the Chicago Bears team, you got a good running back in Montgomery. They got a good wide receiver in Allen Robinson. You got the stud in Khalil Mack on defense. I mean, maybe you go a little heavier on defense. Let's take a look. We're talking 84 on defense, 79 on offense. Yeah, if there's ever an area this Bears team needs to be worked on, there's no questions about it. I think you look at offense. Now the question is, where do we go? Where do we go? You can't go, oh, they got some solid linemen here. 3 stars up here. You guys over 80 overall. The right tackle, man, this is a lot better looking than that Bengals offensive line. I'll tell you what. 70 overall for Fetty there. That is the worst player they have. But we can even move if... Oh, Daniels can't go. It doesn't say we move Daniels there now. It is looking like the right guard position's weak. That happens. Trubisky, yeah, 73 overall. Bronze. EA says nada, nothing good for Trubisky here. Miller, though, solid, promising wideout. Patterson, how does Patterson have superstar potential? What in the heck? I thought that's who that was. Cordarrelle Patterson. How does he have superstar potential? What? Is that a mistake? Cordarrelle Patterson has super... Let's take a look at this man's stats real quick. Maybe I missed something in his career that made him a superstar. Let's see. We have... rushing stats. He was actually a wide receiver. Did they move him to running back? Is that an official thing? I know I seen him there the other day. 13 yards per carry in 2013. He's got that going for him. 5.4. So he ran about 42 times, 17 times 13. How about the receiving game? Oh yeah, hasn't seen a season over 500 yards. It looks like a superstar to me. I would count that as a superstar nonetheless. Let's take a look here. They got a solid looking, what is that? A tight end or a fullback there? And Cole is a tight end. That's what I thought. But he could be a guy that can move up in a depth chart there. But it looks like, yeah, I'm saying Trubisky on offense. So look at the defense. The CBs could use a little bit of work again, though. Johnson over here. Jalen Johnson is the rookie as well. They got some promising guys over here on this Chicago Bears defense. You got, again, Khalil Mack's going to be nasty. You got Nichols. You got Hicks over there on the D-line. The right end could use a little bit of work. Could use a little bit of work. Maybe not. Robert Quinn can go play there. Why is Robert Quinn? Oh, he's playing right outside linebacker. That'll do it. That will do it. Okay, we're good there. I feel like I'm lost here. Robert Quinn, outside linebacker. All right, so, yeah, defense. That's why, though, right? They're running the 3-4 for a reason, because their linebacking core is just nasty over there. I think we got to look at a quarterback. I don't think there's any question about it. This team can't win without a quarterback. The question is, who in the heck can we go after as far as a quarterback is concerned that the team's going to be willing to part ways with? I don't think we can get a Patrick Mahomes. And the other thing we should bring up is, you know, part of this deal here. We said one trade. If we want to grab 2 players on a team, that's not against the rules here. We're not going to Philly. Maybe Matty Ice? What's Matty Ice's overall look like in this game? He could be a quarterback we go after. Matty Ice is an 88 overall, 500K cap hit. Solid. That looks nice. Oh, no, don't mind if I do. Let's take a look at Matty Ice here. Superstar, 35, 87 deep, 91 medium, 95 short. And I think he's got a short-term contract, right? That's the way it sounds there by that contract he's rocking right there. We'll take a look here. He has, not lied, he's got 4 years left. 4 years at $40 million a year? I didn't realize it was paying him that much. Good for Matt Ryan. He's had some good years lately. I don't know if we can afford to even sign Matt Ryan, but it's not our problem, though. He fits this season, right? Jimmy G's out there. That's what is Jimmy G? An 83. Jaguars, Minshew's not a good overall, neither is Sam Darnold. Matt Stafford's an 83. Aaron Rodgers has a nice overall, but will they trade Aaron Rodgers? Let's try Rodgers. We're going to Rodgers. And we're going to look at right guard. Nope, they ain't got none of those. Left guard. They do have a left guard, but Jenkins, Elton Jenkins, we'll get it right, is young, and he's going to be super expensive. Yeah, he's got the star potential there. 24. We're going to have to move some pieces for these guys, but to bulk up that offensive line, or to look left end or right end, that was an issue as well, but we're not going to be able to get that from the Green Bay Packers. So we'll go back to the guard position here, and we have to hope for the best out of our defense, unless we talk CB, which we could upgrade there to Jair Alexander. We ain't getting him. He's way too expensive there. Safety and Savage and Adrian Amos there. I like the guard choice. I think we go guard here. They're a little bit cheaper. We're going to go Jenkins. We're going to go Rodgers. And we're going to have to move some pieces here. So let's take a look at what is possibly... Yeah, I wish this is where you could go with trade value. There's no way they're going to say, here's a first-round pick and take this. We're just going to offer it up to see what the value's at. Yeah, we're a little bit away. Even though that is a second-ranked pick right now. That's looking pretty solid. It's going to take some prospects. Who are some young guys? What do we have? A tight end? We had a tight end with hidden potential that probably won't end up growing enough this year to make this team. That one we have Jimmy Graham over there. That was it Harris? No, it's not Harris. It was Met, who fits our scheme. Fits our scheme pretty well here. He's got an upgrade waiting for him too. How about that? But he's a guy that's probably going to have to go. Hopefully he's not too good. We'll throw Komet in there. A first for Rodgers and Jenkins. Still not even close. Still not even close. Got to find another guy who holds a little bit of trade value here. We might not be able to get the job done. Let's be completely clear here. That left guard might just be a little too steep, or Rodgers might be a little too steep. I would think at first you got Love. They got old Jordan Love over there. They don't need no Aaron Rodgers. Who in the heck is that guy? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. We got him replaced. Raekwon Smith looks like a stud. We can't trade him. We need the middle linebackers. Do we have two middle linebackers? Javathon's definitely playing now. Okay, so Quinn's out there. The CB's looking. Jalen Johnson. That was a guy we liked, right? But he might have to go. What we have to do here to make this work, I don't know if we can do Jalen Johnson. No, that's our third CB. That's our guy in the slot right now who is probably going to play pretty well. But is it worth it? I don't think so. I think we're going to drop the left guard. We're going to go back here. You can always move a center to guard if you wanted to, right? That would always work. What is Corey Linsley looking like here? Bronzy. What if we throw in Corey Linsley, Rodgers, Met, and a first? We are still not close. All right, we're going to try all hell breaks loose now. Can you say that on the internet? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I love when the trade screen quits working. Woo! All right, so we're gonna pause because this is a franchise mode bug where they're like, you know what, we're tired of adding players, so we're gonna back out here real quick. We're gonna dance and probably gotta go in the training screen, I guess, right? Or so can we even do that? No, we can't because we have it on auto right now. That is a bummer. It's gonna be broken. Cole Kmet, here, take an upgrade for yourself real quick. Will that help? I think you got to get into a complete loading screen change though for this to work. So I don't know if that's gonna help us at all right here. That season goals definitely not. Play season games definitely not. We'll take a look real quickly, see if it works. I imagine it doesn't. We're going to have to completely back out of franchise mode, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is, I guess. Take a look first there. We'll try first here. It might work. It might work. Holding faith here. Who was we trading with them? Gosh dang it, I already figured it was two first and the tight end. That's probably why. It's just the tight end. Doesn't hold a lot of trade value, even though it is a young, with the hidden potential there. We're talking two first. We're going to the Green Bay Packers, and we're looking for Aaron, you know the name, Rodgers. And that is how you look at his player. That is fantastic. And we're going to go to the center position, and we're going to say here we'll take Linsley, who is getting paid. Can we afford all that? Apparently. All right, sick. Here we go. Send it. Close. Close, but no cigar is what they are telling us over here in Green Bay. What if we throw in another pick? Does a pick hold more value than that tight end does right now? I'd like to think that tight end, I guess, Green Bay don't need a tight end. That could be a problem. What if we throw in a second? It didn't really move the meter at all right there. It's tough to do trades here in EAville, but it is Aaron Rodgers we're talking about here, so I get it. I get it. I respect it. Linsley might not be, maybe he's too much there. Is there anybody you can do to help us? Just a slight upgrade. Just a slight upgrade at the guard position. We are definitely not getting him. That is a little past our, price tag there as far as what we can offer up. Lindsay was ideal. I like the Lindsley. And we're just going to set up for Aaron Rodgers, it looks like here. We'll go straight up for Rodgers. Still not going to get the job done. Okay, we have nothing else to offer. Literally nothing else to offer from this great Chicago Bears team, I'm pretty sure. And we're kind of stuck where we're at unless we want to move a CB. And I think we got to, if we're not trading for defense, we got to stay there. So Rodgers is out the door. Rodgers cannot be traded for. We're going to have to go down a little bit here. What if we talk about quarterbacks? We can't go to Teddy Bridgewater. Super Cam would be great. 211 overall. Derek Carr, same story. Jared Goff only 76 to disrespect. Lamar is definitely not happening. Dwayne would love to have him. Haskins, but hey, it's not going to happen. Drew Brees 92. Russell Wilson to 98. Good for him. Roethlisberger can't go there. Deshaun Watson. But I think Watson's got the X factor. I know he's got superstar. Would Deshaun Watson be willing to be traded? That's an interesting one. I think we got to go back to the Falcons, though. I think we go back to the Falcons, and the 88 overall in Matty Ice might be the answer here, even though he's under contract. There's 2 first. And we'll once again look at the left offensive line situation here. We don't need a tackle. We don't need to sit. We use a guard or a center. Even a small upgrade there. Not going to give us Alex Mack, though. That's definitely not going to happen. But it's still a small upgrade would be Lindstrom here. Lindstrom's got a star, but of course he's got star potential. So that upgrade's not going to happen. They have nothing else to offer us. Nothing at all else to offer. Darquez Denard, you know, it'd be an interesting one. Darnard's got no value. What if we go Denard and then we go back over here and see what that puts the trade value at? Because if we go Denard, we can trade away our CB and we'll still have the depth there. I'll take a look real quick, see where that puts things. Denard, Matt Ryan, or 2 firsts. That's a lot. And they're not interested, but we're going to add the CB. This is where we're hoping this pays off. We're trying to trade Denard. And we're going to throw in Jalen Johnson. No, we're not. Why, Madden? Why is this a thing where the game doesn't work? Oh, okay, we're backing out again. Cool. Close. The Falcons are not interested in Johnson. Actually, you are interested in Johnson. Now that you bring it up, the big green bar of interest levels says you're very interested in Johnson. All right, what if you have another CB? Do you have any other? Not a 73 in Sheffield. What if we just keep Johnson? I don't think they're going to do that straight up. Did we already try that? I feel like we already tried that. I want to do more than that. That's the problem. It'd be nice to upgrade some other position other than just quarterback. But if it ain't going to work, it ain't going to work. We can't really force it. That is the problem we're going to run into here. Quincy Enunwa, I forgot he was on the Falcons. Gage is going to need that upgrade pretty shortly here the way he's been playing. Hayden Hurst is out there. Well, I just tried 2 firsts for Matty Ice. That's expensive just for Matty Ice. Well, this helped this team win a Super Bowl, though. Trades accepted. That's it. Our one trade is for Matty Ice. Denard was just too pricey. Wanted to make it happen. Couldn't make it happen. Now the question is, we go to our team. We look at the scheme. What scheme's going to fit this team the best? I imagine the West Coast spread, the quarterback, the improviser. We always can change that down the road to halfback. I feel like the West Coast spread just isn't a thing for Devontae Freeman. But we have Tarek Cohen, so 75% there. We'll just go by what scheme fits best here for this team. The left guard says negative. The left guard, is that the one that sucks? One of them's not very good at this football thing. 87% vertical zone run. Oh, they love the vertical zone run. Everybody but the right tackle. We might go there. The vertical zone run. I think the defense is where it needs to be. Yeah, the 3-4, perfect setup, 92 there. So that's the scheme. That's important because now when we upgrade our players, we can get them to, be the proper scheme fit here. Real quickly, we will upgrade all these guys and try to match them with their proper scheme fit. And when we get that taken care of, we'll take a look at the lineups real quick. I just realized how much of a bonehead we might have been there. Could we have possibly traded Mitchell Trubisky and he had a lot of trade value? Now, yeah, he was a bronze player, but he was a quarterback. And quarterbacks do hold trade value there. Oh, well. Live and learn, right? Well, live and learn. Can't go back on it. It was a mistake. Next time around, we'll know better. Let's take a look at this team now with the Matt Ryan led. Oh, this is going to look good. Matt Ryan's leading it. We got Allen Robinson up there, the stud times 12. And then Miller on the side over there. Patterson should be playing at wide receiver. Is he really not actually eligible to play wide receiver anymore at all? Is he completely transferred to a running back? I guess he never really caught the football, so that makes sense. But that would have been a nice guy to have back there as a wide receiver weapon. That's not going to happen. Maybe we could have, that's what would have been another one. It could have looked wide receiver, but there was just, the Falcons were loaded at wide receiver, so we couldn't really do that if we wanted to because of the fact that they're just, super high in a potential list there. Everything else remains the same for this team. We're going to go to the depth chart real quick, and we're going to bring up our other tight end though and have him as a second stringer since he does have that hidden potential. Try to, you know, do what we can there to potentially grow that if at all possible. We'll see if Komet can do anything here. We'll give him the second spot right behind Jimmy G there. And I think we're ready to go. I think this team is big play ready. Let's get, how many games can we sim up at once? Sim the midseason, sim the playoffs. We're going to try to sim up to about the midseason here and see where this team will be halfway through the season. Any adjustments need made. We'd like to stop at week 4 here, for being completely frank. Stop at week 4, but we can do that in the loading screen here. Hopefully just perfectly fine. Again, this would be great. This is what we need. The calendar right across the screen tells you when you pick up the dub, pick up another dub. You can keep on talking. You can keep on watching a sim as it goes. You get an idea too of how your team's playing. If you would have like the calendar come across, and if they're struggling, like, all right, pause it. Let's try to figure something out. Why is this team struggling? As opposed to, I guess, week after week, you can do the same thing there. We're gonna stop it though. Week number, oh, we want to get one more weekend. We're in week 4. Probably one of the, yeah, there we go. Let's stop the week 5. Perfect. That's what we wanted. 4 games into the season. What has Matty Ice done to this team? They picked up a dub against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a weekly award. It is Matty Ice, baby. There it is. 23-37, 3 pass TDs. Got sacked 3 times, though. 3 carries for a rush yard. That's nice. That's nice. Take a look. This is it. This is big. This is big. 4-1. The 4-1 Chicago Bears. That's what I'm talking about. Matty Ice is killing it for these Bears right now. The addition of Matthew Jeremiah. I don't really know his first or middle name. Jeremiah sounds nice. Matthew Jeremiah Ryan is perfect. We're trying to go to the stat screen and we keep going to the standing screen. I was pumped up about it though. Pumped up. Team's got a breakout player. Did he break out first? Let's take a look at this. How do you feel about David Montgomery's last game? I loved it. I think he's got a franchise back in, but you know what? We'll see what it is. All right, game day goal. Get David Montgomery 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing, receiving. You heard it, Matty Ice. David Montgomery needs a big game. He needs a ginormous game, but first, let's take a look. Let's see how he's been playing so far this season. Matty Ice, 1473. So he's on pace for what? 5,000 passing yards? No big deal. Not a big, oh no, he's not yards per game, 455. That is not accurate. What was I thinking there? Oh, that's because he's 5 games in. I was thinking he has 4 games in. That's why. Still, 13 TDs, 4 INTs. Montgomery's looking good. 4 rushing yards per carry. Patterson has no business running the football, as we figured. With that superstar potential, 2.8 yards per carry right now, killing it. See, how do we change that? How do we make it where he's not running the football so much? We move him down in the depth chart. I guess that would be one option because there is no reason this man needs to be running the football. They like to split the carries for David Montgomery for some reason. They did that in our Bengals franchise too. I don't know the secret behind not allowing that. Like, I did not ask for you to split the carries with another running back. We traded for you for a reason. Nonetheless, it's going to be tough. I don't want Patterson back there anyway. Cohen's a better running back. Why in the heck do we have Patterson? What's Patterson's stats look like? Give me a second here. Select player. Bring this up. Yeah, confirm. Would you like to? No, I don't want to confirm. I want to look at Patterson's stats, which apparently you cannot do. The depth chart is properly saved. Yeah, no. You're going to go here. We'll just go this way, I guess. Speed, acceleration, strength. Let's take a look here. Yes, carrying, no. Tackling, stiff arms, catching. Catching is terrible. Great. You're a worse catch. Oh, it's Cohen. Never mind. You're better than Cohen. Slightly. So he's definitely not a receiver. Unfortunate. Would I like to try to make that work? But I like Cohen back there. Cohen, I feel more confident in than Patterson. That 2.8 yards per carry, it definitely just, it couldn't happen. It could not happen. Now we take a look at how the upgrades are looking here. Nobody big. Oh, yeah, there are some at the bottom there. Komet, and we're going to call it Komet. Looking good, up to 72 overall there for the Chicago Bears. For the way into the season. Mario Edwards Jr. Need that defensive tackle work? Sure do. 71 overall. Digging the haircut there. Looking clean. Good on him. Riley Ridley. That's not Calvin. Can you play like Calvin? It'd be great. 70 overall. You can play like Gage or Rage. Gage. It's Gage, right? Rage. Darnell Mooney. Looking good. 69 overall. Getting a wide receiver upgrades here at least. Not something we completely need. Deion Bush. I was going to say Devin Bush. Where's Devin Bush at these days? Deion Bush, though, over here in Chicago, looking good. Travis Gibson, the left outside linebacker. Again, make sure these guys got the scheme fit in there properly. Hopefully, able to help this team out a little bit. Moving on over there. Vaughter is James type, right outside linebacker. Again, that's a depth guy, I believe, right? Yes, I hope it's a depth guy. That ain't a depth guy to 63 overall. We got a little bit of a problem in Chicago. The big guys, though. Leno Jr. getting the upgrade. Yeah, you work on protecting that passer. Matty Ice needs some time to throw that foosball He's going to go out there and gash that defense when you give it to him. James Daniels with the upgrade. The interior of the line needing the help. Not going to bump him up to that 80 overall. He's going to stay at the 79. Unfortunate there. Cordarrelle, I can't catch a football. I got an upgrade somehow for running 2 yards per carry. Is getting an upgrade. Good for him. We should have worked on his catching. I didn't even realize that. We should have messed with there. Cohen. Better. 78 overall. The captain in Cohen. Hello, Cohen. No, Cohen is a captain. Good for you guys. Anthony Miller, that big upgrade. That's nice to see out of him. 78 overall. Gonna be a good compliment to A-Rob over there. Balon Nichols looking good. Here you go. Take a run stopper upgrade. You like that? You do? You do. I knew you did. I knew you did. Jalen Johnson, the man we was trying to walk away. He's up to the 75. This is why we was concerned about trading him. He's already seen his overall go up 2 points. And he's got a star potential. Not superstar, but a star. We'll take it. Pat O'Donnell, how you looking, kicker boy? Punter boy. My bad. My bad. Didn't happen. 73. You don't see the punters get the upgrades very often in this game. Roquan Smith. That's the second one this season, right? Up to an 85. He's having a great season, by the looks of it. And again, what do we want to look at here real quick? Oh, we want to sim up 1 week. We're going to do a 1 week sim just to see if David Montgomery can get that big upgrade here. It's going to be tough for him. I imagine it doesn't happen. 150 yards ain't easy to come by, but it could. Let's take a look here. Game script says it could have happened. Game script says we close. We'll look at the message later because we are excited to take a look at this. Don't want to spoil it. Don't want to spoil it. 28-25. Maybe the game script wasn't as good as we thought, though. Rush yards. 66! That doesn't sound promising. That doesn't sound promising at all. How'd you look over here, Montgomery? 51, 5 yards per carry. Quit with the Cordarrelle Patterson nonsense. He's the third guy on the depth chart for a reason now, and you're still giving him 5 yards a game, or 5 carries a game. He's terrible. 2.6 yards per carry, Madden. What makes you think Cordarrelle Patterson belongs in this game? Somebody please tell me I'm messing that up. Is that me? I feel like that's an operator error that these running backs aren't carrying the ball more often. That should be a meter. We don't want no committee over here. Junior Graham, yeah, it didn't happen. Didn't come anywhere close. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get to the mid-season mark, though. We're 5-1. The 5-1 Chicago Bears looking good. We'll get to the mid-season, upgrade some players once again there, and then we'll go ahead and end it. Let's get to the end of the Super Bowl there. Or we'll get to the playoffs. Hopefully that's the case at least. We'll get some playoffs out of these Chicago Bears. That'd be the deal. Probably a little bit. You want to make it happen, Chicago? 2 straight dubs here. This team is killing it right now. Give us 2 dubs. Give us 2 dubs. The New Orleans Saints. Now, New Orleans is tough. New Orleans is tough, but I don't know who we lost to before that, and we're 5-3. We went from 5-1 to 5-3. Chicago, we can't melt down here. 9-17 to the Rams. Come on, Matty. We did not sign you to play like Mitchell Trubisky. That's not what happened here. Played better in the next game. 28-34. Let's take a look at these stats. Offensive pass yards, 317. How are you going to throw for 317 yards and get 0 touchdowns? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? Because the Rams had 183. The Rams had 260 yards of offense and beat us. I'm disappointed in you, Matt Ryan. All I'm going to say is I'm shaking my head right now. We're going to upgrade these players real quick, and we're going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season here. We're actually going to move before we finish the season up. We got a little roster change here. We're going to put Roy Robertson Harrison. 3 sacks, 1 tackle for loss this season. He's been playing better. 7 tackles as opposed to who's in there right now in... why does it go back to the main screen like that every time? As opposed to Urban right now, who is doing all right, but I believe he's got 1 or 2 less sacks right now. So a little bit of a reason to go out there and say, you know what, let's try to shake things up on that D-line. Defense has been playing well besides him, though. Yeah, 13 tackles, 2 tackle for losses, 1 sack there. So that should help out the D-line a little bit. And everybody else has been looking pretty balanced here right now. Got to make sure comment's in the right spot there. It is not comment, is it? It's we're calling a comment. Comment. I'm sorry. Chicago fans are not going to like me. I apologize. It's tough. A lot of different people from a lot of different places that play in, the National Football League. So it's tough to remember or get the pronunciation right for some guys. All right, let's go though. We're going to the postseason. Nothing but high expectations for these Chicago Bears. They're 5-3. Consider 5-3. They only need to win, if 8 games left, they can win 4. They're 9-7, go 4-4, or they go 5-3 again. Now that Saints team's gonna be tough, but then go. They don't play the Saints again. Who might get? They play the Packers a couple times. They go 5-3 though. That's going to look pretty good for this team, I think, right here. So let's hope for the best on that one. And if not, we're missing a playoffs even with Matty guys. I'll tell you what, though. What do you think? I feel like Chicago was at that point at one time, right? They was at the, we're a quarterback short. Mitchell Trubisky comes in, helps us out from winning and being a legitimate contender. And now we got that quarterback. It's a little bit older. He's not going to have a, you know, a long career in Chicago, not at 35, but he can bring you some promise while you still got some, you know, some of your guys in their prime. Robinson, you know, Khalil over there as well. Would you do it? Would you do it for a 35-year-old Matt Ryan? You're trading away the future, though. That's the difficult thing. You have to give up 2 first-round draft picks for Matt Ryan. That would be a tough one to swallow. But hey, maybe, you know, you drop like the Bengals and you bust both of those picks anyway, so you don't need to worry about it. Here we go, though. Final week of the season. We don't even have to worry about it. The draft picks of Matty Ice can't win these guys' games. So let's take a look here. Playoffs. I see playoff team. That is the Eagles. That's who we're playing. Like to see it. The Bears. Wow. 9-7. You talk about squeaking in there. This division was tight. 9-7, 9-7, 8-7. They barely made it in here. They got lucky. They got lucky in this one. The NFC North, the Bears made it, and the Vikings. Actually, is a weaker Western or NFC here. Well, maybe not. I guess you have 7 teams that make it now. So 9-7, you're gonna have that one 9-7 team squeaking in. The Buccaneers 10-6 making it. The Eagles in there. The West was the Rams 8-6-2. Those 2 overtime losses are going to kill those Rams over there. The entire NFL looks like the Chiefs' best team in the league. Kind of expected there. Browns 12-4. As per the usual, Madden loves themselves some brownies in the sim here. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Got to see how Matty Ice played for this team this season before we jump into these postseason games. The first one against the Eagles, a team that'll be tough, but it's Carson Wentz, so you just kind of stand there and wait for him to throw you the football. 4,500 yards for Matt Ryan, 39 touchdowns, a huge upgrade for these Chicago Bears. 39 touchdowns and a 66% completion percentage. Beautiful. David Montgomery, 3.9 yards per carry. Madden, I did not ask for Cordarrelle Patterson's. Whatever. I'm over it. It's like the depth chart doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, he has a high overall. I've noticed that. I feel like I'm doing something wrong with franchise mode. Maybe that's what, again, the fixed franchise mode. Could be that. I feel like last year was the same thing. It's like, oh, I put the guy in the number 3 in the slot, and he doesn't play. Because somebody else has a higher overall. They're like, oh, we're just going to play the high overall automatically, even though, you know, everything's on manual and you choose the lineup and whatever. I don't know. Somebody please teach me. Please help me out. I'm lost. My first day, Jimmy G with a 940-yard season. And again, Robinson, the scheme I think we had set up here, it's tough on the wide receiver 1. And we're seeing that out of Robinson this season, 897, usually a 1,000-yard season. Patterson did have 24 for 342 there, kind of expected. On defense, how'd the defense look here? Khalil, that's not Khalil, that's Smith there. Hicksville, 14 sacks, good for him. Khalil had 8, Smith had 7, Quinn had 5.5, so the team played pretty well. Decent season, 3 picks out of Smith as well. Yeah, that guy looks like he wanted to win Defensive Player of the Year. 7 sacks, 3 picks, 8 tackle for losses. Great season out of the middle linebacker there for the Chicago Bears. But here we go. It is Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Bears time. We're jumping into this bad boy. We're not going to play it, but we're going to sim it out. We're not going to play it and alter the outcome of the game, of course, but we're going to get a live look at the play-by-play here for these New York Giants. This has to be the year. It better be the year because we're down 2 draft picks, and you tell you what, there ain't nobody good coming in for a while, so the draft picks better be worth it. 93 overall, Fletcher Cox. He's still got that beauty of an overall in this game. He's going to be the one we got to worry about. Don't line him up on that bad left guard we got. That could be bad. It looks like it's a tie game still. Chicago, the home team. Better remember that. Philly's coming into Chicago because we did end up winning the division 9-7. Luckily, there's Patterson starting the game off. That's what we wanted, EA. I'm glad you got Patterson as the #1 starter. There's something they don't like about Montgomery. I feel like that's the problem because they, like I said, we traded from our Bengals franchise, and it was the exact same thing with Montgomery there where they was splitting carries with him. Does he have? There's got to be something we got to look into. 4 yards there, Jimmy Graham. Not enough for the first. Just short. Pick! Big interception. I told you to stand there, and Carson Wentz will give it to you. Patterson to commit the next one. That's a touchdown. We'll get his name right eventually. We're going to call him Cole. TD. Bears up 7-0. Eagles gonna go 3 and out again. Sacked by Khalil. Big field position here for the Bears. Got to capitalize. Jimmy Graham again up the field. The Bears are putting the dagger in right now. First down, second quarter. Jimmy again. They cannot stop Jimmy Graham. 2nd yard or 2-yard rush, 3-yard rush there. No touchdown. Just short. Thought he had it. They're gonna go for it there. They got it. There's, yeah, bring in Patterson, of course. Bring in Patterson. Eagles find themselves down 2 possessions and about to kick again. This Bears defense is shutting down Carson Wentz. Unfortunately, they're the 3 and out. Uh-oh, not another interception. Not another Carson Wentz. Touchdown Bears. It is looking like a blowout. Thank you, Carson Wentz, for helping out the boys. He's finally going to make some moves here. 2 minutes left. That is a heck of a drive. They went about 12 plays in a minute. That was impressive. Robert Quinn, a big sack, holding him to the field goal. Still can't get nothing going. There's 2 minutes left for the Bears now to go down the field. Did they just turn the ball over? Chicago. You dang Bears. Look at the defense, though, just killing it. We said we was blowing them out, and all of a sudden Chicago wouldn't let them get back in. And not the defense, though. Defense is playing lights out in the Bears. Ted Ginn Jr. So much for that. So much for the hope that the Bears will be allowing these guys to come back. That doesn't seem to be the case. The Eagles find themselves down by 25 in this game. And this game is just, it is ugly. Let me tell you what. 38-6 Philly. You guys gonna score this game? Any touchdowns? There you go. Congrats. Congrats on a TD. Chicago there over here, though, is just plowing you. I don't know what to tell you. They're coming back. They're actually down 14 now. 2 minutes left. Don't you dare do something bad here, Chicago. That's a touchback. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Here we go. Eagles coming down the field. They're going to score. They're going to find themselves down by just 7. We was talking a lot of smack. Somehow they stopped 3 timeouts. How's that a thing? How in the heck does this team have 3 timeouts? When in doubt, give the ball to Montgomery, not Patterson. Tell me, thank you. That's Ted Ginn. That's better than Patterson. 1st and 10. That's a QB kneel. That's the game. A closer game than we expect. This game was a blowout. And Carson Wentz said, let me mop it up for you guys real quick here. Matty Ice, 3 touchdowns, 250 passing yards. And that's our boy right there. That's our player. The player on the loading screen, Kaleo. Who we got in a division round now? That's the big question here. A division round is a coming for this team. Oh, we got some big upgrades. James Daniels. I thought that was Mike Daniels, but that's a Bengal right there. James, though, the left guard up to the 80. Thank you. More interior lineman work. Jalen Johnson is a 75 overall, and he's about to be better. 76. I'm glad we didn't trade this guy. I'm glad you guys kept Darqueze Dennard and said you didn't want him, because I tell you what, he's been a stud. He's got another upgrade in there, right? I thought I seen 2 in there. Did I not see 2? Did I see 2? Yeah, there was 2. He's up to 76 overall. You can go ahead and keep Darqueze. Our star over here is, well, a star. Now he's a 77, just as good as Darqueze. Good decision not to let him go, I guess. We'll take it. And it looks like, who else we got in here? And Nickel is getting another big upgrade. I think did we have to upgrade this before the game? Maybe. Let's get this taken care of here real quick, nonetheless. Consider the deeds taken care of. Who we got in the second round? Hand it to us, EA. Too easy for the Bears in the first round. We're going to need a 40-point lead, though, for playing a team with a good offense in the second round, because we tend to blow it. The Cowboys. All right. You want to give us the Cowboys. We're about that life. Mid says hit me with that upgrade. I hope so. The guy just played stellar. Had a stellar season, had a stellar game. I don't really care about the other guys. They ain't playing anyway. But let's go. We got Bears. We got Cowboys in the division round. Nothing easy about this one. Inside Jerry's world. You know, it's going to be a tough place to play. Buildings packed. Got a good run game. The pass game. Dak Prescott's been filthy. The defense has been upgraded. 2nd and 7. Matty Ice. Big completion there. 14 yards. Allen Robinson. They're going backwards. There's DeMarcus Lawrence. 3rd and 22. That's not going to do it. Packer or Cowboys. Here we go. Let's see if we can stop Zeke and the boys. There's Gallup for 10. Backwards on 1st down. 4 yards backwards for Zeke. There's a big stop. And that's going to be good enough for the 4th down there. Perfect. Chris Jones. Not the one for the Kansas City Chiefs. Robinson for 1. 22 for Ted Ginn Jr. 2nd and 8. And the drive has stalled out. Come on, fellas. I know it's the Cowboys, but they are, you know, they're susceptible to giving up 1st downs and points. You guys can do it. You'll be all right. Feed Zeke, though. Feed Zeke, 3rd and 6. They're going to go for it? No. The long field goal by Greg the Leg, 56 yards. And the Bears seem to be stalling out so far. Can't get anything going, but the defense is going to do their best to help this team. Penalty there on Jalen Smith. Touchdown, Bears. The big interception there by the Bears. It is 7-3, and they're ahead now. Deep bomb there by the Cowboys. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 2. Zeke's gonna, no, Tony Pillard's gonna get it. Interesting play call there, giving it to the backup, but he got the job done. Pillard's gonna get this entire drive here. I guess it's the 2nd quarter. This is when they get the touches, and there's the touchdown. Bears behind once again. Another big penalty. The Cowboys are helping out this Bears team as much as they possibly can with these penalties. Big 1st down there. Another pass there. 2nd and 10, 8 yards. Jimmy Graham. Not enough for the first. You're gonna go for it. 4th and 1. Long kick. And he did, and they ran it. Gutsy play call, but we traded for Matty Ice for a reason, to pick up those first downs. But at the moment, the Dallas Cowboys are doing their thing. 13-7, still within a possession because the defense is doing good. The one thing this Bears defense is good at is holding teams to a field goal in positive territory there. 49-yard punt once again by Chris Jones. We got 30 seconds left, Chicago. You got some time here. Inside field goal range. Beautiful. And penalty on Cody White. Get this guy out the field. Big penalty there. 14 seconds left. Still got time. Another bomb. 2 seconds left. Be careful. No timeouts. The field goal is good. It's a 3-possession game. Cowboys stopped in the beginning of the third quarter. And this Bears team's got a chance still if they can get something going offensively. But for now, it is the Cowboys cruising down the field methodically here. Lots of plays. Wear down this defense. That's what you got to do in a second, right? Wear down these pass rushers. Wear down this defense. And do what you can. They're up by a possession once again. The Bears cruising down the field, trying to answer though. 8 yards there. 1st and 10. 5 yards to Patterson. Still on the field. Miller, 14 there. 4 yards to David Montgomery. And there's the touchdown. Bang. Jimmy Graham. What a season Jimmy Graham's had for these Chicago Bears. He's going to have to continue to improve on that as we need Jimmy to help this team out. Down by 3 here. 3rd and 1. And that's 10 yards to Michael Gallup. And this does not look good. Big stop though. Once again, Zeke drops the touchdown potentially there. And it remains a 1-possession game for these Bears. And here comes Matt Ryan in the Bears. Ted Ginn for 20. Jimmy Graham for 19. Incompletion there. Doesn't matter. There's the dinger. 23 yards. Allen Robinson. And the Bears are ahead of the Dallas Cowboys by 1. And 3 and out. 3 and out by Dak Boy, and that was a long kick. We had a chance to have a long, illustrious drive here if you want it, Chicago. Pound that rock. 1st and 10, 3 yards backwards there. 2nd and 13, they continue to pound the rock. And what you can't afford to do, we did not pass or pay you or trade for you to throw interceptions. He did it last game too. Matt Ryan with a bad turnover. Big stop once again. It is unbelievable how much the Chicago Bears defense is carrying this offense right now. A huge stop. You just need a field goal here, Matt Ryan. That's a penalty. That's not how you start the drive. How you start with a penalty? Going backwards 5 yards. Jimmy Graham there. 2nd and 8. Things are starting to heat up over here in Dallas. 4 yards there for Patterson. 12 to Robinson. Team's cruising. Minute 08 left. Only need a field goal. Big pass there. Ted Ginn Jr. and the Cowboys are going to be forced to take their timeouts. 2nd and 4. One more first down here. And the Bears can rag this clock down to about nothing. Patterson going backwards there. Why is the clock only going down 8 seconds at a time? What am I missing? Why did we just waste 6 seconds and kick a field goal? Okay. All right. Cool. Meanwhile, still got the W. That was nerve-wracking. Bears go into the conference finals after a big game there. Matt Ryan almost choked that one away for this team, but fortunately that was not the case. David Montgomery, Cordarrelle Patterson, Robinson getting involved as well that game. Khalil Mack, though, making a big sack to end the game. That one was probably the biggest of them all there, keeping this game within a field goal there. Otherwise, it could have got ugly there at the end. Who knows? Nonetheless, Bears got themselves a date in the conference championship, and it's going to be up against none other than the, wait for it, New Orleans Saints, the 11-5 Saints, the New Orleans Saints, the Saints that defeated us earlier in the year are here to give us fits once more. But man, if Anthony Miller hits that 80 overall, some support there with Jimmy G, with Allen Robinson, that is going to be nice there. I'm tired of looking at it, Mooney. You're going to get the upgrade here, buddy. There you go, 71. That's what you get for being patient and waiting for the upgrade for like 6 weeks now. There you go. Have it. Everybody else, you're going to wait your turn. You're going to wait your turn. Conference championship game, Saints and Bears. This one's gonna be an electric one in New Orleans. Here we go from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. It looks like we're gonna start with the football, if I ain't mistaken here. Football, Bears early. Yes, sir. Bears gonna just pound that rock. I would too. Matty Ice likes throwing those interceptions on this side of the field. There you go, Matt Ryan. 3rd and 15. Allen Robinson, the big first down. And the Bears are going backwards there. 4th and 40. You go for that? You do. Incomplete pass by Pat. Oh, no. Don't tell me we just tried to fake punt. What are you doing? Who's calling the plays over here in Chicago? Just straight go for it. Big, that's points for New Orleans. This New Orleans Saints team's legit. They're going to be tough to stop. We're going to have to answer them as much as possible here. The penalty, but it wasn't up for the first. Just drew him off sides there, apparently. Saints going to get the football back. A tough team to play here. Penalty on McCoy. They're 1st and 15. Kamara for 7. Even Kamara gets the running ball over here in New Orleans. 10 yards for Jared Cook. They don't even let him do that in real life. 35 there. 22 yards, Draquan Smith. And the Saints are going to put another one in the back of the end zone. The Bears are going to have to come up here and answer very quickly before this one gets out of hand. 1st and 10 there. Big first down there. Allen Robinson. The answer's coming. Give it to Anthony Miller. Coming down the field. Touchdown. Ted Ginn Jr. Saints, the ex-Saint there, but the Saints are just look at this Saints team go. You can't stop Drew Brees right now. What noodle arm? What noodle arm are you guys talking about? Drew Brees is killing it right now. Up 14, Bears going the wrong direction, and the Saints they're just gonna gash us in this one, I feel like. Not gonna be good. Down by 17, 3-possession game. Bears gonna try to get in field goal range. Couldn't quite do it though. Close, but no cigar. Unfortunately, Saints got a chance to essentially double up here to an extent. And they're going to go for it there on 4th and 1 and get it. In the Saints 4th and 4 field goal good. Up by 20. Bears need an answer, and they need one quickly. That is not the answer we was looking for. Was not, picking up the phone saying, hey, how about a punt? Not the answer. Saints are blowing out these Bears. But hey, guess what? The Chicago Bears, who would have guessed it, were in the conference championship game this year. And I think you got to be ecstatic about that. You really do. To go out there, just bring in a quarterback and just kill it. Beautiful. Unfortunately, the defense, Drew Brees, too much for him. Too much Drew Brees for this defense, and the Chicago Bears are going to come up just short of the Super Bowl this year, but we was close. We was close. As for this video, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a big thumbs up, a subscribe's appreciated. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. 308 yards there and 3 TDs, and we'll see you guys next time.